Alright guys, welcome back to creating a Discord bot. If you haven't seen the last two episodes, go watch that. Today we're going to be creating a command handler. Okay, to get started, we can see there's only one command. So I'm going to show you a pretty bad way to handle commands. So we're going to do, if we wanted to add a help command, we're going to do if message.content equals help. We can say message.channel.send. I don't know, like you used the help command. Now if we run this, well, not run it yet, compile it and then run it, it should work. Like if we type ping, that should work. Then if we type help, it'll say that. So yeah, now that I've shown you the bad way, I'm going to explain why it's bad. You can see that this is pretty similar. So if we wanted to add more commands, we'd have to go like this, and it would get pretty repetitive, and we just have one big file. So delete all of that, and then we're going to do it in a better way. So import collection from discord.js, like that. Yeah. And then we're going to do const commands equals new collection, which we imported. And then we're going to do as collection. This is a TypeScript thing with a generic string, and then we're going to have to create a type. So command, and now we're going to create the command type. So I use interface command. It's going to have a default property, and it's going to have a name, which is going to be a string, and a description, because why not, which is also a string. And then we're going to have a function that will be called whenever the command is called. So execute, which is a function that has a message property or argument, and it's going to be of type message. We can just import that from discord.js. And some arguments, which is going to be an array of strings like that, and it's going to return void, or if it's an async function, we're going to do promise of type void, which is generic. And then the next thing we need to do is create a folder. I'm going to call it commands, like that, and then create like a file like ping.ts, and let's go with help.ts. So next thing we need to do is we're gonna do const command files. So this is gonna help us get all the files inside this folder. So read directory sync. This is a native node function, so we can import that from node from fs. You don't need to install this or anything because it comes with node. And then we're going to import another thing, which is join, which is also from node, from path. And then we're going to do join process.cwd, which is it returns the current working directory. And then dist, which is this folder, and then commands. So join basically like makes file paths more compatible, because usually this would be like the current working directory, and dist, then commands, and like the file, like that. But it might not work on some other machine, so that's why they use join. And then we're gonna filter this, and we're gonna filter a file, and file.ends with JS. You might think it should be .ts, but it's .js, since we're running this stuff, which is compiled into JavaScript, basically. And we're just gonna log command files like that. Then we're gonna run it, npm start. And as you can see, we get an array of 2 strings, and those are the name of the files in here. So yeah. Next thing we're going to do is loop through them. So for const file of command files, we're gonna do const command equals await import commands, and then file. This is like that. And also to use await, you have to have it in a async function. So we can just wrap everything in this async function like that, and then we can just make it call itself with these two parentheses down there. And we're going to do as command like that, and then we're going to do commands, which is from earlier here, the collection. We're going to set it, so this basically adds it to the list. Command.default.name, and since we said as command, we get all these properties, so it follows this structure. And then we're going to do command, and then we're also going to console log the commands. Oops. All right, and if we do npm start, we're going to get this error. So these are actually empty. We need to make it follow this structure of type command. So export default an object with name ping. I'm going to do description. This is a ping command, and then the function we're going to do execute. Well, we only need message, and then message message.channel. Oh wait, we're going to type this as message with that colon message. Import this from discord.js. Message.channel.send pong. So this is basically the old command, and we're going to do the same thing for help, like that. Now if we log it, it should not give an error. And oh wait, whoops, I put quotes around it, my bad. So we're just going to log command. So we can see we get the two objects. We got the help command and the ping command. So now that we've done that, we can basically change this message create event. So if message, we can also add a prefix. So if message.content doesn't start with prefix, we can do const prefix equals, I'm going to make it a period, and then so if it doesn't start with a period, or message.author.bot. So if this returns true, that means the author is a bot, and we can just return and not like reply. And then next thing is we're going to get arguments. So const args equals message content dot splice prefix dot length. So this will get rid of the first area. Why is this saying does not exist on type string? This should be slice. Yeah, my bad. And then we're going to do dot split. So this is going to split every space. And then we're going to filter arg and arg not equal to that. And then, oops, my bad. And then we're going to console log args. And then we can also get rid of that and this. So we're going to run this again, and let's see if our args works. So if we type this, and then oh yeah, we have to start it with a prefix, my bad, like that. We should get an array of the three things we typed, and it splits it through each space. So the first thing should be the command. So we're gonna do const command equals args, and we're gonna, for arrays, you can select the first element with 0. And then what we're gonna do next is if type of commands dot get command does not equal undefined. So we gotta check if this command actually exists. We're gonna do commands dot get command, which is this. So for collection, you get with like a string, which is that, and then we're gonna do dot default. So this should match this command type structure, and then we can run the execute function. I'm gonna pass message and args, and then yeah, let's try it out. So npm start, I'm gonna go like that. We're gonna do dot ping, replace pong, dot help. Yeah, and we can always change the prefix if you want to. I think that's it. Alright, that's the end of the episode. Bye.